All right, so hello everybody and welcome. It is June 2nd. Can't believe it already. So we just had a nice discussion with the people here, and it was the question, have you met any celebrities, who and where? So it was a really fun conversation that we had with each other. So welcome to share that with somebody or make a connection on your own. All right, so I'm gonna pick a card from the deck that I have, like the challenge card. All right, it says, find some pictures of yourself from at least 5 years ago and celebrate how much you have grown. I guess when you get older, but that's a good one. So you've grown and matured a lot, and that's something to celebrate. So throwback picture, that's the challenge for the week. Find some picture of yourself 5 years ago and celebrate how you have changed. So I'm sure maybe if you stop growing, but at least emotionally you can feel something.
I did that today on Facebook. I put one from 6 years ago.
Perfect. Okay, you get stars for doing it. So good job. And then for the reading, I just picked something random. I like this book. You Can Heal Your Life. So it says, what do we do now? I see patterns and I choose to make changes. So it says, decide to change. Throwing up your hands in horror at what we call a mess at our lives, and just giving up are ways many people react at this point. Others get angry at themselves or their life and also give up. For giving up, I mean declining. It's all hopeless or impossible. Make any changes, if so, why? And the rest goes on. So just stay the way you are, or at least you know how to handle the pain, right? So these are coping mechanisms she's talking about. You don't like it, but you're familiar and you hope it won't get any worse. So this gets longer, so I don't know if I want to read too much longer. Let me see if there's a nice paraphrase. But I would say let's go back because this is getting longer than I thought it would be. But I see patterns and I choose to make a change. So she was just saying decide to change. That's interesting, a nice little throwback at your picture. So maybe if you look at your picture from 5 years ago, celebrating your changes, and that talks about deciding to change. So if there isn't something you changed 5 years ago, maybe you want to do it again. So for me, I can think of my eating habits as you get older. So that is something I would love to change. All right, so I put it in the chat. So people who are online, I'll send you the lyrics. So for the song that I thought would be kind of fun to do for today's class is a Heather Houston song, Birds of Light. And it is a chant. So Birds of Light. And the words are Hamsa Soham, Hamsa Soham. That's all it is. And there's 3 parts, and I have a Shruti box, so I'm hoping to record it the best I can. So the first part is Hamsa Soham, Hamsa Soham. And Hamsa means white swan. And swan, of course, is an ancient symbol of spiritual grace and purity. The mantra is called White Swan because when you breathe in and breathe out, when the in-breath and out-breath are fed and purified, it's like the wings of a swan help our spirits to soar. So the Hamsa mantra helps you find grace within and carries us beyond our limits, concepts. Wow. I love how everything correlates together, right? Because we talked about, change, right? Pictures from 5 years ago and helping us find grace that carry us, beyond our limits of our concepts. Okay, so the first part is Hamsa Soham. And then the second part is a little bit higher. It's I am that I am that I am. And then the lower part is Soham, Soham, just repeating that over and over again. But we'll play with it a little bit. So this is the Shruti box, and I've got 2 of them, but this is my best one. and it works really good. I'm gonna go out a little bit further because it gets loud, as you can kind of hear. And let me know if you can't hear it, but I did test the sound before starting the recording. So it should be good, and you might need, I'm gonna use the microphone so you can hear my voice because this drones me out pretty good. So let's begin. It's an F sharp, I believe, or B flat, if you like to know the note. So hum, it goes hum. Oh gosh, I sound so bad. Let's do the lower part. My voice feels lower today. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. So it's like a nice repetitive drone. So hum, so hum, so hum. So that's the low part. Let's do the high part. So the high part, if you're following, is, it goes, I am that I am that I am. 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 And then the main part is Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum. Or you can do it lower. Hamsa. Oh, yeah, higher feels better for my voice today. But pick the voice that you feels good for you. So it's a 3-part. I'm gonna fluctuate as it plays, and I can play the soundtrack too. We'll do it with a shruti a little bit, and then I'll do the soundtrack as well. So Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum. I am that I am that I am. I am that I am that I am. One more time. I am that I am that I am. And let's do the lower part. So hum, 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 so hum. So that's what it sounds like with a shruti live. I will also play the soundtrack of what Heather recorded, and it is just beautiful, and we can sing along with that just once. Let me get to that link. All right, and I'm gonna put it next to the speaker, but I think, or next to you guys, but this is the speaker. But maybe you can't hear it. Let me know if you can't hear it. So it likes teach lower there. Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum, Hamsa so hum. I am that I am that I am. 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 And you can kind of hear that low part. So hum, 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 so hum. I am that I am that I am. Hamsa so hum, 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 Hamsa So I am that I am that I am. I am that I am that I am. I am that I am that I am. So I am that I am that I am. I am that I am that I am. So that's the song. It's the different parts, and I fluctuated between the three. I'm sorry if I didn't say that ahead of time. You can stick it one part in the layer song like that, or you can fluctuate. So I kind of fluctuated in case you were drawn to my voice. You could try all the different parts. So I know I try to do a little bit solo on my own, first time teaching solo on the Shruti box, and that's the first time playing a Shruti box in front of others, which this is a beautiful, beautiful sound. So I hope you like that. And you know, I'm newer at it, so don't expect perfection. All right, so I invite you to get comfortable in your seats and or stand. We'll do some movement now. And all of this that we're doing, I changed the name. I used to call it Feeling Visible, but now I call it the Art of Feeling Visible, because I feel like it's an art. You know, when we meet, every time it's a little different and it's artistic and moving. And it's a way of taking care of yourself, feeling visible with whatever's going on in your life. Taking the time to slow down, to listen to your body and get connected to it, right? So drink some water. I know it's raining here for us folks in Minnesota, so, well, people that I'm seeing are standing. So I'm gonna go with standing. And like I said, if you need any variations, type that in the chat box and I'll try to make that accommodation. So let's get nice and comfortable in our bodies, feeling grounded and rooted. Just noticing and feeling what's in our bodies. So if you're in a chair, on the edge of the chair, and I invite you to just settle back. And I feel inspired to do some movements from Tai Chi Cha. So let's do some rocking motion. So going on the back of our heels, and then softening the knees, leading the hands rise up, going on the balls of your feet, if you can. Shifting the weight down, sinking back in the heels, and having the hands rise up. Just slowly, just about chest height. And just enjoy like you're in water. Imagine you're swimming, and as you rise up, the hands follow, and as you sink, they come back down. It's just very soft, and I like to imagine that my hands are like feathers, super light. They have no weight, and they are just rising as the current moves, like I'm in the ocean. Like the wave pushed me back on my toes, and the hands rised, and they came back down. And just enjoy and feel what that feels. Let's do that a couple more times. And 2 more. And 1 more. And when the hands are done, we come to rest. We bring the hand and foot in. They separate and come to rest. So my feet are in a V, sorry, it's hard to use, show my feet, but my feet are in a V. The next one is bird flaps its wings. So we're gonna go on the balls of our feet and palms face the earth. And then we shift the weight back in and the hands come back in. So back on the balls of our feet, palm face the earth, and then coming back. So we do it 3rd time. Third time is a little different. We do wrist circles, and then we come and bring the hands back to center. We do 2 more sets of that. So on the balls of the feet, shift the weight coming back, and doing that again. Now we're going to do it the third time, and we're going to do a wrist circle, and then coming back. 1 more set, palms facing the earth, coming back, doing that again, just enjoying, no hurry. And the third time, that 1.5 wrist circle, hands come back, hands rise up, they separate, and come to rest. All right, the next movement, I'm gonna mirror you, so it's hard to see my feet, and sorry, and welcome. I see we got another person. Yay, welcome to see ya. We just started doing the movements, and I felt like doing a little Tai Chi Cha. Usually I don't do it in the order, but I'm actually doing it in the order from beginning so far. We're gonna do around the platter. So we're gonna have the left foot out and the palms at chest height. Shift the weight, hands go out a little bit, and come back. And basically the hands are just flowing from the feet up through the body and expressing out. So it's like an energy current coming out versus my hands doing it. It's not your hands doing it, it's your core body moving and the hands follow along. If you can see that difference, right? I shift the weight, the hands come, extend out a little bit because of that momentum, and they just follow in nice, smooth pattern about chest height. Some people go faster, some people go slower. This is the pace that I like. Listen to what your body feels like it likes to do. And you can easily do this in the chair. Don't tilt your pelvis, keep your pelvis in alignment. But it's kind of like you're about to get out of the chair, but then you don't. So if you're in a chair. And again, feeling like your fingers are light and feathery. And it's just floating on the surface of the water. And let's do that 2 more times. And 1 more. Let's bring the foot in, hands separate, and come to rest. Take a deep breath, and let's do the other side. Now you have the right foot in front. You shift the weight from right to left, and come back. Feeling the softness. Feeling the smooth motions. And again, feeling like you're floating, your hands floating on water. Making sure your shoulders are relaxed and soft. Let's do that 2 more times. And 1 more. And then let's hands separate and come to rest. I just wanted to do a couple movements of Tai Chi Cha, so let's take a little longer break, and then we'll just do some other movements as we finish up the movement portion of the class. But just letting yourself settle, feeling the palms of the earth. Maybe you feel something, maybe you don't feel anything. It's just very relaxing. All right, so this is a cool down that we do in Dr. Paul Lamb's routine, Tai Chi for Health, and it's tapping the thighs crisscross. it helps relax the nervous system, doing opposites. It also helps the brain health, memory care, stimulates. It's a good brain gym exercise, and it requires more strength, but if you wanna go straight on, you can do that too. I also like to kind of tap the hips as well. The next routine is a tightening motion. So go on the balls of your feet, tighten up your fist, tighten up your tummy, inhale, exhale, exhale, open up your hands, go on the heels of your feet. Again, embrace up, tighten up, inhale, exhale, letting go, palms facing the earth. Let's do that again. Tightening up, exhale, and releasing. And it shouldn't hurt. If you feel any pain, then just go lighter and let go. I'm going to give you a variation. A variation is not tightening up the fist if it hurts, just crisscrossing the hands. And then going back on the heels, hands open. Doing that again. And dropping the heels. And let's do that 2 more times. Feeling that relaxation of the movement, releasing, right? Gathering and letting go. All right, let's gather some beautiful life force energy. Maybe that moisture that's coming down in the Minneapolis area. Cleaning and purifying the air. Let's gather beautiful moisture, clean air. We've had really bad air quality here the last, 4 days, and it's going to continue. But let's imagine it's getting filtered, it's getting purified. You can soften your knees a little bit as the hands go down. And we'll do some extra repetitions of this. I just want you to feel relaxed. Feeling that connection with our body, with the earth, with the sky. Letting things flow smooth and continuous. Trusting life. And let's do that one last time. And let's do the opposite. Hands go up the center and release. So not a part of Dr. Paul Lamb's program, but a lot of master and senior instructors and regular instructors do this movement as well. So it's like coming up the center, releasing top of the head. You can make it smaller. Letting yourself feel purified, right? The white swan, it kind of makes you almost feel like you're, or maybe imagine swimming in water. Well, let's do that a couple more times. What are we releasing? Maybe it's the pressure of everyday living. Maybe it's joy, or releasing joy that's in our body, sharing it with the world. And let's do that one more time. And hands slowly coming down. Let's bring our feet together. And we're gonna make the right hand a fist, so I'm gonna mirror you, so it looks like you. That represents strength, flat hand, friendship. Bend the thumb in the flat hand, put it together, and nod your head. It means mutual respect. So that is our physical portion of the class, feeling the art of feeling visible. I hope you, it's like a little taste of some movement, enough to feel good, but not too much. All right, so let's get comfortable in our body to do a meditation. So taking a centering breath, you can lay down, sit down, or stand if you like to as well. Whatever feels good for your body. Give yourself permission to be and do what feels right. So I thought of the theme with a song. So the song, there's a lyric, I am that I am that I am. which is a Heather Houston song, but it's a Hamsa Soham chant that we did. And I'd like to do a meditation on I am. So just giving you a forewarning for people who like the details. All right, so gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And let's take some nice, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose and out the nose. Or if you want to do your mouth, you can. Doing that again, we'll do it at least 3 times. One more time. And exhale. Softening our bodies and our breath. And find your breath in a more natural rhythm. Now that we've gotten done slowing it down. And I want you to create some awareness of your body. We've brought some attention to our lungs, our breathing. Let's bring some attention to your feet. Maybe they're cozy and comfortable. Maybe they're tired and achy. Just noticing the sensations that are on your body. Feeling the ground, feeling the air on your skin, feeling your shirt on your chest and your pants, getting aware of the body, noticing what your back is touching or your bottom, or if you're standing. And let's begin with the repetition for a couple of times, just saying the words I am, silently or softly, with the word I as the inhale, I, and then exhale is am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. And if you want to change the words, you can, maybe to Soham, like in the song that we sang earlier. So hum. So hum. So hum. I am. I am. I am. So hum. So hum. So hum. Thinking about what that phrase and those words, if you want to keep chanting them, seeing if there's any effort attached to that, or if it's effortless, trying to not attach anything to I am, just be present. I am. I am. I am. I am. And just let any thoughts pass you by if you have them. Just let them be like clouds in the sky. Just observe. I am. I am. I am. I am. And let's add a phrase to that word, peace. So I am peace, saying that a few times. Again, not getting too attached to anything, but just noticing how it feels in your body. I am peace. 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 And let's change the words to calm instead of peace. I am calm. Then please make sure you're repeating after me, or if you whisper, I am calm. I am calm. I am calm. And let's change it to another word, to present. I am present. I am present. I am present. I am present. And just notice how that feels in your body. And let's change a word one more time. I am hopeful. 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 And let's just say the words I am a few more times, letting those words resonate in our bodies, in our environment. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. And maybe it's all those beautiful things we talked about. Peace, calm, hopeful, present. I am calm, peace, hopeful, present. I am peace, hopeful, calm, present. I am calm, peaceful, hopeful, present. Switching up the words to make you on your toes. I am hopeful, calm, present, and peace. And just letting that resonate in our body. And we'll just be in some silence here, just noticing, feeling. Maybe there was one word that felt better than the other. Maybe they all felt good. But noticing what it feels like to be peace, to be hopeful, to be present and calm. Sounds like a good recipe for success, for a good Monday, for healing. It's the art of being visible. So allowing yourself to be visible in this moment. And I'll take some moments of silence now. And just notice what's coming about in your body. Maybe it's just a beautiful sense of peace that you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling something else, and that's okay. So just allowing your body and your spirit to feel what it needs to feel in this moment. And let's take some nice slow breaths. Imagine like you're breathing through a straw. So a nice slow inhale. And a slow exhale. Like you're breathing out the straw. So maybe like you're breathing in the straw through your nose and then out the straw through your mouth. So let's do that a few times. And let's do that 2 more times. Nice inhale. And a slow exhale. One more last time. Just taking a moment to slowly maybe wiggle your hands, your toes, your fingers as we come out of this beautiful meditation about I am. And I know a lot of people like the parent technique, so why don't we do that as we're coming out of this? Just go straight into that, gently putting pressure next to your eyes and very gentle. It's like an ant walking on you, very gentle. So taking 6 deep breaths, just very gentle pressure, an upward or downward motion, your choice. Maybe whatever makes you feel like you can breathe better is what I've been told. And let's do that again. It doesn't matter how you breathe on this one. It can be in through your mouth, out your mouth. But generally, I'd like to breathe through my nose. That is the preferred breathing in Chinese medicine. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's do that 3 more times. And 1 more time. And we can slowly let that release. Gently go down our face to the clavicle. And 1 more time. And go to the sides, over the ears. Just gently leading to the clavicle. And let's go from behind. It always messes up my hair. I'm just going to take my ponytail out. Going from behind. And 1 more time. And let's do the side sweeps behind the ear to the same side clavicle. And letting your body just feel relaxed, calm, present. Or as the song says, I am that I am that I am. Let's go to the other side. All right, so the next part is going underneath your chest and swiping to the side up to the clavicle. You can have your hand up or down, but I feel like it's easier to have it with my hand up. And 1 more time. And then over the chest. This is a good time to do a breast check. I don't know, it's more thorough, that one is, but just slightly going over your chest, up and over if you're a female. And then on the clavicle, just leading up on the same side as that chest. 5 swipes. And 1 more. Other side, up and over, on the side. And through your chest, leading it to the clavicle and the sternum, same side. And if you have a scarf handy, I do, or a towel, or something like that, we're gonna put it on behind, going in between the shoulder blades in an upward motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go to the other side, same thing. Up. I'm like, why am I not feeling it? Got stuck on the chair. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last part, gently going down. All right, so that is a beautiful parent technique, and that's right on time. So I'm gonna end the recording. So please like, follow, subscribe, and share with others. And I appreciate people coming because it keeps me going. And I hope to see you next week. And then we'll skip a couple weeks in June. And I'm hoping to do a song circle. It's gonna be a really busy time. So I might bump it up sooner if people are interested. Or just seeing if it works out in that 4th week of July or June. It's June 2nd today. So, all right, well, thank you so much, and thanks for subscribing. Let me stop the recording.